Right, here I am back with my my top 100 albums of the past decade. Now, this is the second time I've recorded this video. I've just finished recording. Oh, spoilers! I just finished recording the first one, but it was 16 minutes long, so I couldn't upload it. So I can't trim it because I just trim off one of the albums off the end. And the irony being is, I thought I need to give this more of a build-up, and I gave it a build-up. And the build-up completely made the video unuploadable. So here we go. Slightly quicker than last time. Slightly more rehearsed. I don't have to. I had to do a bit of time just like considering the songs, but I made your mind up now. 20. Sophie Ellis-Bextor, Wanderlust. A departure from the usual dance pop. Hey, I love dance pop. But the fact that she went away from dance pop and made an album that this dance pop brain said, I like it better than your dance pop. It's a great album. I'm going to say it about all of the albums in this countdown. It is a great album. It has a wonderful song. What an amazing pop song. I say it all the time because it is true. My favourite track off this is Interlude. It was between Love Is a Camera an interlude, but I went for interlude because when she sang it, this is Sophie singing. It's really great to see the sun is rising through the clouds. It's my favourite song and I don't know the words. Unaccompanied onto the crowd in the Ritz in Manchester. Oh God, it's one in 19. MDNA, Madonna. Yeah, why not? MDNA, Madonna. I like this a hell of a lot. You probably worked out I like this better than any Madonna album that got released in the last 10 years because you should have watched the rest if you got this far. If you're just dipping in for the top 20, that's also fine. MDNA by Madonna. At first I was a little like, alright, it's a bit weak in places, and it is a bit weak in places. Some of the songs should have been ditched off. But on the whole, the strong, when it's strong, Girl Gone Wild strong. I really like Gang Bang, for want of a better phrase. Some Girls is a great track. Turn to the Radio, great track. Masterpiece, great track obviously. Falling Free is great. My favourite track off this, imagine if she'd led off with I'm Addicted as the single instead of Give Me All Your Loving. I'm Addicted is my favourite track of this one. Close second being Love Spent, but I'm Addicted is my favourite song off MDNA, which is my 19th favourite album of the past 10 years, where it has 18. Saint Etienne, Words and Music by Saint Etienne. I don't know whether the album title is Words and Music or whether it's Words and Music by Saint Etienne. I don't know. I probably need them to explain it to me one day. It's not important because the album, absolutely bang on. It's a love letter to pop music, and this brain says, I like pop music and I like love letters to pop music. And my favourite track of this is DJ. One of my favourite Saint Etienne tracks, full stop. So, 19, 18, 17, 16 and 15 are that close. I can't really decide between them. And you'll see why, because 16, no, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 20, 19, 18, 17, 17 and 16 are close together, and you'll see why, because 17 and 16 are the twin albums by the wonderful All Saints. Let's start with Testament, slightly edged out Red Flag. I mean, they came back more grown up, experiencing life. I'm going to say this like I know them. There's the dog. When you finished. And they've never been better at what they're doing. Yeah, they had all the success in the 90s and early 2000s, but they've never been better. Their performances are spot on. They're confident. Lyrically, Shaznay's lyrics spot on. Their harmonies spot on. I've got nothing bad to say about these albums at all. The favourite track was a toss-up between After All and Love Lasts Forever, but I plumped for Love Lasts Forever because when they perform it live they go and it sits in my head as a kind of like, don't need to explain it any more than that. 16, 1, 2, 3, I'm so bad at this. 16, All Saints, Red Flag, the comeback album. Perfect comeback, really evolved the sound. It's still All Saints, it's still dead poppy. The harmonies in this are gorgeous. The vocal sharing, the layers, everything is just wonderful. And my favourite track off this is a toss-up between One Strike and One Woman Man. And One Woman Man edged it because of 15. Another comeback album from this year, Friendly Fire's Inflorescent. Lenticular sleeve, which doesn't work very well when you've got loads of things shining on it. Yeah, their comeback from this year. It sounds like Friendly Fires with a few more years of musical influences in it. If you see Friendly Fires perform live, you'll know just how addictive they are to see perform live. My favourite track of this album would be a toss-up between Run the Wildflowers and Heaven Let Me In, but I'm plumping for Heaven Let Me In. And 14, Parla, their album before that, from the beginning of the decade, with an absolute perfect run of songs on it. And it was difficult for me to pick last time I recorded this video, but I plumped for Blue Cassette because of the lovely sentiment of finding a cassette, hearing someone's voice on it, and it's setting your heart on fire. It's a gorgeous sentiment when I hear your voice, it sets my heart on fire. I'm gonna cough because I inhaled spit when I did that. Because I'm a classy gentleman. But other tracks on that, like Hawaiian Air, Hurting, Live Those Days Tonight, gorgeous album. 13, more of a curveball, but Groove Armada's Blacklight, I think, is my favourite Groove Armada album. It doesn't sound like their usual chill out kind of stuff. Again, we're talking about electro pop. There's loads of guest vocalists on this, such as the guy that stands in the background in Empire of the Sun videos that doesn't sing and just does the wild gesticulation with arms. Saint Saviour, the guy from Fenix Solar, Brian Ferry and Will Young all do vocals on this album to perfect effect. And I decided that my favourite track on this one, edging out Look Me in the Eye Sister and I Won't Kneel, is Paper Romance. You've not heard it, give it a listen, especially if you like electro pop music. 12, my 12th favourite album of the last 10 years, Bananarama in stereo from this year. Now, I've been a Bananarama fan since I was 12 years old. So to get a new album from Bananarama at 43 years old was really special, especially since it's really good pop music. There may be one too many references to something being out of the blue in an album. It's frequently used, but apart from that, it's solid pop music from beginning to end. They clearly love what they do. They clearly love performing. Seeing them live this year, the enthusiasm and the love for the crowd, and loving doing. They were clearly loving doing the smaller venues, and we were loving it. And the Q&A where they answered my questions, so now I know what Big Red Motorbike sounds like. It's on the sleeve notes to the greatest hits. You'd understand if you saw it. And my favourite track off this would be Looking for Someone, because it's one of the strongest songs of their career, and it was wonderful to see it like playlisted on Radio 2 and hitting the iTunes chart and everything. Great year to be a Bananarama fan. And everybody who said when I was 12 years old, I win, because Bros are, well, having a bit of a comeback, but only because they're a pair of fools. 11, there had to be an album that got to 11, and this was it. Kylie, Kiss Me Once, a collection of wonderful pop songs, apart from the big searing shit streak down the middle end of this album, which is Enrique Iglesias? No. No, 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 no. Is he Jason Donovan? No. Is he Robbie Williams, who I'm not a fan of, but no. Is he Keith Washington? No. If I wanted to listen to Enrique Iglesias, I would go to a record shop. I would say, hello, Mr. Record Shop owner. Can I have some music by Enrique Iglesias? And he would say, really? And I'd go, no. It's a great collection of songs. It doesn't hang together as coherently as something like another Kylie album, which we won't talk about because it might get spoilers for later. But fine pop songs on here, like Fine, which you have to listen to Beautiful to get to on this record. Sexercise is my favourite track off this album. People don't like it. I think they're wrong. I also like I Was Gonna Cancel. I could have made a better video if I Was Gonna Cancel with my I was gonna cancel. Why can't I remember any of the words of the songs when I do this? Just go ahead, judge your bed. Go ahead, face the day. The only problem with I Was Gonna Cancel is I can imagine Jasmine Masters doing this. To it. You have to watch Drag Race to understand that. But yeah, so we are here at 11. Kylie Minogue, Kiss Me Once. That was my 20 through to 11 favourite albums of the past 10 years. And I'll be back tomorrow with the top 10. Can you guess what's in there? If you can guess, put it in the comments. And also then I'll see if anyone got as far in this video as this.